What's up YouTube? Jared here from the Fragrance Bros, bringing you guys day 23 of Oudvember. Now today's scent was one that I was apprehensive about. It is Oud from Mona de Orio from the Les Nombres d'Or collection, the Gold Numbers collection. And I don't know if that's all she has. I don't even know much about her house. Maybe that's the only collection there is. I don't know. But Oud from Mona de Orio. Now, the reason I was apprehensive was, as I mentioned a couple days ago on the Pure Oud video, this was one of the fragrances that a number of people mentioned having tried and not being fans of, really disliking. So I was nervous. Obviously, I was nervous about that. And I did not know what to expect from Mona de Orio's Oud, what her take would be on Oud. I don't know much about her house or any of her other fragrances. But I did notice that in this collection, there are a lot of fragrances based on a single note, vanilla, leather, things like that. So I think I expected a more stripped down Oud fragrance. And that's not what you get from Mona. This fragrance has a lot of notes. And although Oud is in them, I would not say that Oud is prominent among them. And I'm sure I will see correction from the community on that one. But that's just what I detect. For me, the star of this fragrance, and I use that term loosely, is the note of osmanthus, which is a floral note. And, they so often pair Oud with a floral, right? Saffron, rose, or whatever. This time it was osmanthus. Also get a pretty big dose of amber and petitgrain. Those are the big things that I smell in this fragrance. When you first spray it, to me, big blast of a somewhat citrusy petitgrain. It's dry and it's fuzzy and it vibrates somehow. It's weird that way. But one thing about this scent that I noticed was when I sprayed it on, and most of the day, as I smelled it, I was like, what am I smelling? Like, I couldn't identify anything in the fragrance. I really had a hard time picking things out. And I will say this fragrance is all at once very complex and very well blended to where I had trouble picking out individual notes. I just kind of got the smell. And I don't know, it really was just a baffling fragrance to me. I feel like this is probably not the best, this probably was not best suited for Oudvember simply because I think this is a fragrance you need to wear a few times to really get a grasp on. This was a bit much for one day. But like I said, osmanthus and Oud is the big combo here. But guys, I did not like this fragrance at all. I did not like it at all. The feeling that it gave off to me, I know it's osmanthus, but to me it smelled a lot like jasmine. And I don't know, a lot of these floral notes are all kind of the same to me, but I know jasmine from Alien, by Thierry Mugler. So I know jasmine fairly well, and to me the osmanthus came off smelling a lot like jasmine. So it reminded me of Alien. This fragrance felt very feminine to me, even though I don't think it's intended to be that way. I think it's probably my association in my mind because my wife wears Alien, and I love that on her. I did not love this fragrance at all. I'll tell you what, guys. Honestly, this is one of the most uncomfortable times I've ever had with a fragrance. Just wearing it and being so self-conscious of how I smelled. More so than Oud 27, more so than Leather Oud. And this does not smell worse than those. It was just some quality of it that really grated on me. And I really did not like it at all. A big dislike for me for this fragrance. I want to reiterate again that I think you need to wear this fragrance a few times to get a feel on it. But that initial feeling for me was so strong in the dislike side of things, I'll never wear this again. I thought it was bad. This fragrance has outstanding performance. Probably more so the longevity than the projection, but it was with me all day. When I finally took a shower that night, and I took a shower that night, good God, it was still very strong. I just couldn't do it anymore. I know Dan did a video on this where I think he split it, and so then he did like a brief, like a mini review, like his first impression, and then he did a full review later. I watched the first impression. I have not watched the full review, but he and I echo some of the same things where the first impression is not real positive of this fragrance, and you have a hard time kind of getting a feel for what's in there. It's not what you would expect from an Oud fragrance. To me, it was not very Oudy at all. Maybe in the full review he ended up liking it. I'm sure he'll pipe up and let us know. I haven't seen it yet. But for me, this is a big no-no. Mm-mm. I will say on the positive side of things, Molded Oreo's presentation, second to none. I mean, those bottles are gorgeous. They come in that box and they're kind of set up at an angle to kind of face you when you open the box. Really great presentation. Really don't care for the juice inside. I thought it sucked, man. That was a bad day, son. I could not wait for that day to be over. Woo! Put this one in the thumbs down category for Oudvember. Anyways, I have got to go because I am tired and it's late. You guys have a great evening. See you tomorrow for day 25. Jer out.